flurry of CTs waiting outside here, but not able to deny the plant. It's going to go straight down in the smoke. And having a look at their utility, they've got no HEs or incendiaries, but they do have bullets, and they do have sidearms. Sunpius goes in, connects the first one. He has been traded out, though. Major needs to survive. This gives them a linchpin to play off, but Nickelback has thwarted all of that.
They're going straight on for the defuse, though. Snappy sticking it, and no one can force him off. Icy does eventually find the head, and it's all on Madden to get the job done. 9 HP, Vince, time's ticking. Even if he baits them back in, it looks like AMKAL have got a firm grasp on the round, and it's Icy that shuts it down with 2. The aggressive angles as well. A lot of deagles, and also 1 MP9 in the hands of Snappy, Vince. Up close, this could really be the meat grinder that bites its way through them, and forZe falls.
And burrows, we know what he's capable of doing with that deeg, but Crowd is going to deny it this time.
Madden would have first contact. He's got a good angle at least with the added height to work with, and it's going to throw off the crosshairs. Needs to hit the headshot though. At least Pepper's the first player, and Sunpius can trade onto it. But Icy responds. We're down to the 3v3.
Icy's got a second one as well, and a third kill in quick succession on the side of AMKAL. The HE, though, will deny the bomb plant. A fake in the dying embers of this round, but that's not the case. First player is going to go in, and he's down to 9 HP, but if he can land that quick-fire headshot, maybe there's a way forward for Major here. Smoke up and over, going to try and draw away the attention of Travis, who pops up, and Major puts him down. It doesn't get much better than that.
It's mad. Sonic there as well, Vince. The stories write themselves.
burrows is trying to right his way back into this round as AMKAL have bypassed the smokes and the flashes, but Travis in the meanwhile, opposite side of Major M4, Madden is going to keep the dream alive and actually puts them into an advantageous position, but Crad, he's flanking, he's lurking, Snappy spots him, but not quick enough on the draw. It's going to be down to Crad to try and push in. Spray comes out, but Sunpius shuts him down. Such an important round again. 2 clutches back-to-back for Falcons. The tension already is tangible in this game. And Majors only can get 1, but does bait out for burrows to triple up with his M4 spray.
And burrows, he wants to carry on. Close the round down with a 4K. Sunpius will snatch that one away. So Falcons get themselves the easy round, Vince. No casualties really, so they're going to be pretty happy with that one. They don't waste funds unnecessarily. 2-man set up towards the ramp. Madden with the first contact. burrows using the nades to hold them back. They're fighting for it. Madden strikes with 2 already, Vince, so he has cut this push in half, leaving forZe trapped on an island.
Have to throw in the towel if they continue to hemorrhage players, which is what's happening here. Icy. Additionally, Sunpius, burrows are both here in separate angles. They have a mid-rotational player in the form of Madden that can quickly switch back around, but burrows has been plucked out from Crad.
25 seconds. Crad taking space. Sunpius wants to peek in. Shoulders seen. Crad strikes and finds the first. Doubles up as well, Vince. The entries are allowing them a path into the bomb site, and Magisk on the rotate doesn't expect Icy.
Where they stalled. The exact same thing. AMKAL just won a 2v4.
Travis and Nickelback already done for towards the B site, and they've got control towards Pit by stairs now. It's going to be an awful lot harder if you want to commit and fight on B. They're playing on the edge of the smoke as well. Magisk's looking for confidence frags, Vince, but he comes unstuck.
And forZe, who's always a pain in the backside, he's also quite an entry-focused player. And speak of the man, and he will deliver. Molly's now being tossed to the back of the site, and Crutch picked up another one.
Last of the utility is used. Smoke round the corner. Icy waiting for the push, but straight through the smoke. forZe finds it. The scalpel makes an incision.
In this performance-based team FPS, now Nickelback goes in, he's going to clear open the gens. This round, of course, you know, the memes about Vertigos is only one site. It's A all day, every day, and so far, this B site hasn't looked like a fortress. And that's going to give AMKAL a lot of confidence going forward. Maybe draws Falcons away into early rotations in future rounds, and that's where they can get more success on A. Solid frags, though, from Snappy.
Gets himself a free Kalashnikov. Especially if they can hold on to these. They're not only going to get free weapons, but pretty much cleaning house on the T side as well. So, meaning they're going to spend a lot of that cash.
Is huge. And they also get the AWP out for Sunpius. He's got 7 kills so far. He's had a solid game, but we haven't seen him with the AWP, and there we have it. Picks off the first kill into forZe. Oh, they're going to be interested to dip their toe in the pool and see what the temperature's looking like, and Travis is happy. And now Travis and the rest of AMKAL are about to just push straight in, but there's forZe with a double spray. And that is exactly why he is such a tantalizing prospect in this roster. I know, right? It's strange. It's kind of mind-blowing to me because, yes, B site is getting a lot more play than it used to. But the fact they've barely even touched the A side of the map so far is very, very odd.
I suppose the entries have been working for them. Oh, this already got a little bit awkward towards middle, actually. They tried to run down Magisk. I mean, forZe found a way in. But a minute left, both of you kind of trapped, really, with the timing. Used the last of the utility to force the players out of position, Magisk taking a lot of damage from that Molotov, but luckily he's got the backup of the scope. And they've got confidence on these A plays. Since ZywOo has donned the AWP, you can see they're willing to fight for ramp as they normally would. Take deep control, use their aggressive utility. Mostly pistols off the back of Icy saved AK, and blind, but still fragging, Icy is slain.
And just swarmed over the CTs and swell the site, but instead it's Snappy that gets down. I don't think he realizes there's a player in the smoke just behind him right now. And Travis with the Glock could get the drop onto sunPyjamas. Nails him. Now puts Snappy in a bit of an awkward position. He does have some comeback as well with Madden, but they've both gone down.
Travis has got himself the AWP as well from the corpse of sunPyjamas, Vince. Oh, he's looking towards the back of the site. The nade comes flying in. Slowly taking his time as he starts to flank up and finds the freebie, the headshot onto Crad. They were kind of playing inside of a box. It felt like they had lost a lot of their confidence in the opening rounds. Now they're playing more aggressive again. They're taking map control. They're fighting for it. Off angle with play though for Crad. Meanwhile, ramp is under siege. forZe, he wanted to crouch around the corner and find the pick, but he's been taken down by the tripwire, and it all goes down to a 4 versus 3.
At this stage, not that AMKAL will necessarily know that. Snappy's unable to get across to a weapon either. They're out of range for him. sunPyjamas though connects the first shot. Snappy can maybe play a little bit of bait here and try and draw out some fire, hiding in the smoke between two players, but forZe has found him. And sunPyjamas on the wrong side of the smoke just has to back away with 15 seconds. This bomb is looking to get planted down a slight gap in that smoke, and sunPyjamas makes the most of it.
sunPyjamas is controlling the retake single-handedly, but he's got backup. Magisk has already won a single clutch from this position, and he thrusts it into a 1v2, all on forZe. sunPyjamas does it all on his own.
Oh, forZe. He's found the timing, he's found the window, and he snatches forZe away.
He's got all the info in the world. Positionally, he could completely cauterize this rotation with a single slice. Chops his way through one. Snappy gets the backstab onto Nickelback.
He just was playing anti-flash. And this should be a slaughter. They line up and Snappy actually gets a team kill, but doesn't really matter. 8-4 the score coming through to that second half. Yeah, it's the round that sunPyjamas picked up a 4K with the AWP push at the back of the site. Julies go in, but it's forZe again with a pistol. Right behind the smoke, though. Oh, the timing! He turns around just as sunPyjamas pushes. And that was maybe the ace up the sleeve that they had. And instead, it's gone and turned into a joker, and now forZe is getting peppered through the smoke and finalized. Not only do Falcons win the round, they don't lose a single player. Caught between two separate angles here. The spray should be good, should be on point, and it should be the round.
Early nades set up to deal chip damage on ramp. Smoke goes off as well to block the timing from Falcons, but they're edging further up. Nickelback saw the head of sunPyjamas, and the Molotov will force him out of position. Icy's still alive, but his teammate falls.
And it looks like AMKAL are tripping over themselves. Some great utility from Falcons. Now Icy and forZe, though, is going to step up.
One of the edges they had, though, was the offensive utility. They had a HE and a Molotov on Magisk. He's thrown both of them out towards CT side and only did about 20 damage between both. Now they can edge their way back in. They're trying to take the site control as they're creeping their way towards the players. First man's going to fall. Magisk with a double up, and it's all on Crad. FAMAS in hand. Finds one.
Exploit and make a move through, but it was quickly closed, and Falcons picking up pace as Major goes down with the ship. He'll be fine with that one. They have tons of... So to come out here and have a really solid performance so far on Vertigo. sunPyjamas also showing up and giving a lot of performance. That bodes well for Falcons, I would have to say. I think that's going to be a confidence builder. Speaking of the man, he has to try and force off Nickelback, who's going to get completely sideswiped from Majors. It's another post plant coming in, and more of the same. Some aggression from Travis as he just leaps around the corner, but he will be dealt with swiftly.
Crad. The worst things went. And now Vince, Falcons look firmly in control. Icy gets the opening pick though as he takes down Boros. Starts off round 17 with success at least.
Umpires gets flashed out. Nickelback's there to follow up. Madden burning and swell in. Make this feel a claustrophobic endeavor. Travis threw the smoke onto Magisk, so we're not done just yet, Jackie. It does translate through. I completely agree with you. So even if they can make this like a 12-8 sort of scoreline, 13-8, I should say, there's still at least something to be excited about. There's something to be a bit optimistic about, and maybe we're selling them short right now, but Sunpius cuts the life of Icy short with the AWP.
And with the tiny amount of space created, Madden has taken a mile of map control off of AMKAL. He's been such a great entry tool on the T and CT side with this AWP, but will they be able to make their move into the site? Again, he delivers.
Allows Boros to slowly sneak his way up. He's also on 16 frags, by the way, but misses the spray. The way he's been playing, you'd expect that to connect, but he would have called. A lot of damage was done. They may not anticipate the double stack on side, and that will cost Sunpius his life.
And that means a lot more pressure on their AWPer, on Icy. A round like this, he needs to thrive. Nickelback takes all of the fight. He tries to deal damage. The trades aren't looking good for them, though. 2 picks back in favor of Falcons, and they're running up the ramp.
It should still be an AMKAL round, but that's sloppy trading.
Oh, it could cause issues, especially for Travis. Didn't expect them to walk their way out middle. A round where Falcons had nothing to their name, but they're making it work, piecing together the final round that they needed off the back of the broken round. And for Krad, it's all on him to clutch it, finds the head of Magisk. He's baited round the corner, and isn't it fitting? It's Sunpius with a stolen AWP to close it. He was the difference maker for Falcons in the map, and it all rides on surviving this map. We're into it. Falcons on the T side. They mount a play towards the A site. forZe fires off the warning shots, and Nickelback holds towards Donut.
All right, idea just slightly off on the timing. Although forZe has bagged himself one, he will fall prey to Magisk's Glock, and the post plant has already been put down. Those Julies, though. There's nothing Snappy can do about it. Just has to sit there and hope he can get some exit frags.
Even if he picks up the kills at the end, it doesn't really matter. The opening pistol round was the big piece of the puzzle, and it's only to shut down the player towards the back of the B site there. Trying to fight for a bit of cave control is Snappy, selling the idea after showing presence on both ramp and cave that this will be a B play. In reality, though, the bomb is now starting to rotate back round towards A main. Nickelback is the sole defender, as even forZe.
They've decided that A is the site they want to try and aggress onto. Madden's going to get pushed in. Nickelback takes him. forZe at the back of Temple, though, is putting down the pain with the M4. There's another one. 10 seconds to play with the Majors caught between multiple angles. AMKAL have weathered the storm.
From that boost. Near miss, but no success. The contact walk out towards A, at least, works off the back of the trade. Sunpius finds one with a Glock, striking down onto Nickelback. It's a retake against a very low Falcons team, sure, but if they play some cheeky positions, they could still do a lot of damage and maybe find this one.
Oh, I think he's got the full defuse here. I don't think he can stop this one. Even a team kill thrown in the mix. It was unfortunate, it was uncomfortable.
And this bodes well.
Oh, Snappy fully flashed, but still just forces his way out. No one was there. Oh, what an entry for Magisk as well. They weren't anticipating that Snappy could have been pushed out that far, but he actually had a bit of backup.
A lot of tiny details. Krad could be caught sleeping here, though. Nade in the hands, so Snappy finds the frag. Travis, you've really got to put the foot down. He's got backup, but if he peeks, Sunpius should be ready for it. Again, though, he inflicts some damage. He's burning. He's trying to get out of the Molotovs that are spreading all over the place. Meanwhile, Nickelback chimes in with 2 massive frags and looks for a little bit more. The bomb's dropped on the ramp. Sunpius is scoped in, but he gets swung upon, and the round is being ripped away from Falcons.
Sunpius from 0 to 0 from the last map to this one. Missing so many shots that could have put this round in an entirely different... This leaning tower of CTs. Head to head through the smoke, and there is the spray. Boros knows it. He's playing patiently, but it's not going to be a virtue this time around. And Icy will nail Snappy with the AWP. Everything beginning to shape up nicely on the side of the CTs. AMKAL looking like a different outfit from that Vertigo performance. We saw this have a lot of success on Vertigo, however, and Madden, oh, he tried so desperately to beat that Molotov, but double nades and forZe behind him.
But Nickelback, he doesn't like this arrangement. He wants the clap back, spamming through the donut. forZe pushing up, but he runs into the crosshair of the in-game leader for Falcons. The Galil strikes him down. They peek into him one by one, though, and he's finding opportunities to punish. They need to mount this retake cleanly. Flashed in by his teammate, peeks off the back of it, Snappy. He's single-handedly piecing this one together, Vince. He's put the team on his back in this round and is proving that it's not just about his brains, it's his brawn too. But the AWP claps back, time ticking. They jump on it, but they're forced off the bomb.
Forced by Majors, there's not enough time, even if IC can clean up the rest of the straggling T's. AMKAL will concede and he will die with the bomb to add insult to injury. Nickelback having a solid performance as well, not typically one of the top fraggers for AMKAL. He's typically the aggressive sort of entry frag type player. Not been working out that wide swing, working wonders though on the side of AMKAL, and Majors overstaying his welcome. And I was talking about consistency and you were talking about kicking the door open. It looks like they've broken their foot on the door as it stands right now. It was locked the whole time.
Looks like they should be able to walk all over them. Peek up towards lane. Boros is instantly taken out, and Sunpius, his second opportunity with the AWP, his second outing, yields very little success. It's all about survival of the fittest now, and they're running at him from either side. They can peak with the same timing, so even if one of them falls, there should be a quick trade. A little bit delayed, but forZe gets it. And they're hitting their shots. It's kind of the battle of the in-game leaders right now as well.
And again, it's Nickelback that comes out ahead with two. Looking and seeking for his first kill. Is going to be denied again. No, he actually does get it just beforehand. A bit of an awkward spray from the MP9. And now Snappy. Oh, those are crispy headshots. IQ, in-game IQ off the charts. He's going to be snatching around for another frag, looking for Icy, running out of ammunition, but he forces him off the side again and can go back in for a re-go. It's going to be a full defuse from Icy if he doesn't wide swing. Every now and again, he has one of these performances. Typically, it's on Nuke, strangely enough. Every time I've seen him pop off, it's on Nuke. 10 and 6. The rest of Falcons have 11 frags between the four of them, and Snappy is on 10. Majors down through the smoke once again from forZe, and he may be given that. Icy's now come in. Snappy, oh, he's seen both of them. Snappy, that is beautiful.
The sheer genius of Snappy is giving them countless opportunities, but you have to close on them. And forZe, 3 versus 3 on this one, close towards Temple. A man pushing through Donut and Travis flanking back to CT. Snappy again picks up an impact frag, but it's slipping away. It's all on Madden, and he's going to be furious if this round gets snatched. Travis is on the bomb. He's flanking up, but he needs to find the frag. Spams in the smoke, but he gets it, Vince. It doesn't matter that Snappy's trying to win this single-handedly. He needs a team effort.
Is this where the fortunes do start to turn around? Molotovs, flashes, smokes all being deployed. And more importantly, entry frags, Majors with 2, and Boros following the call. Something has gone truly wrong. Travis, in the meanwhile, though, going to keep the dream alive of at least holding on to these 2 weapons.
A chunk of damage removed from him. Snappy setting up to help on the split push through cave. The rest of the roster firing and finding a wallbang onto Icy.
They need to make sure they don't trip over each other. It's an AWP's worst nightmare. Crosshair placement, perfect. Crad gets 2. And Sunpius is going to get smoked out as well. He's not going to be able to re-engage on this one. Right idea, but just the wrong timing. And now Madden needs to get entries from ramp. There's one. 2 players going to be lining up for him. The spray goes right down the middle. A 2-on-3 with 40 seconds. And Sunpius and Majors decide to pull the plug, but that's going to be into the arms of Crad and also forZe. Both players exceptionally low, 15 HP between the 2 of them.
And forZe nipping at their heels, chasing them with the SMG. Sunpius on the off angle, repeaks, wanting to slice his way through him, but falls. All on Magisk with 5 HP, and the clutch won't happen. Is there any more of a buffer that you can build, Falcons? Or will AMKAL complete their hero's journey to 10? Madden, with confidence, change of pace. He's already creeping his way up into the bomb site. Icy gets revenge for what happened in the prior round, but Magisk has already found an opportunity to trade. Meanwhile, though, forZe fires off some red-hot shots and bodies both Magisk and Boros. He's still going.
Evaporating all the oncoming Ts. And Pyjamas is not going to fare any better. Icy had the perfect angle. The thing is though, Jackie, you've got to keep believing. You win this pistol, you can bridge the gap to 10-5 at that point is possible. But they've been exploded outside. All 5 of AMKAL picking up the pace, and Pyjamas can only muster up the strength for 1.
Too many targets to choose from. As AMKAL, they've got an edge. They outnumber them, but NiKo back.
In actual fact, it's, I think, a bit of team damage done to Travis in the back from forZe as they just try and rush down this plant. Oh, Snappy! That headshot, insta to the face of Travis, putting forZe into a 1-on-2. We know his aim is up to scratch, but Snappy again, the hero the Falcons need. The hero they desperately require.
Travis still seems like he wants to clear this angle if they go running out, and it's the right decision to make, but it's a slow peek into the MP9. And Madden with 2.
Can cost you so dearly. No pop flash, no kind of flash whatsoever around the corner beforehand. There we go. It finally comes in, but it's too little too late. And Pyjamas, in the meanwhile, he wants to get some information outside of Temple. forZe had no right to get that kill. 2 players shooting at him. Just spins around on the turret, but Boris is now showing, once again, better late than never, but Crad is making the adjustments. May have caught the timing, but Snappy seems to have a good read of the situation. And we'll lay him to rest.
Travis had B-side control, but the bomb was with the pack and it went down on the push. So there was no option to bail out, to wrap back towards B, even with all of the information gathered.
Has heard the footsteps of Nickelback on the right-hand side. Comes in and gets the spray down. May not anticipate the second player, though, to be in the cubby. And it's a wild spray from Crad as he gets punished. The kills coming through thick and fast, and it's all the way of Falcons. This was the pressure cooker round. This was a chance to get themselves very close.
Icy slain. Can't help but feel like maybe they just need to go for a tempo play. Fight for K, fight for ramp, peek off of each other. The utility set looks good for that kind of shenanigan. And they go running up the ramp. Madden, ready to defend, calls for the re-peek from Snappy as well, so they flank from either side and they spray their way through them. The only man that claps back is Icy. But 1 kill will amount to nothing as the round is Falcons.
And as forZe getting singed to 80 HP, bypassing the cave, gonna go looking to middle, and he does get 1, but it's traded out briskly. Second kill comes out for AMKAL though, and they have the advantage. Pyjamas has seen the barrel of Icy's AWP around the corner, but he knows the second player went to red. Meanwhile, Snappy comes through again. 2 kills out of nowhere.
It's always Snappy. Snappy is the beast for Falcons right now, and he sets up Boros to be the backstab to save it. On 21 frags, Crad on the flank. He's about to be cut off. Boros is waiting. A single tap's all he needs, but he gets bested. Crad clutches it into a 1v1, and with a minute left, Vince, it's all on this.
The call may come through that this last player is low. Tech 9 in hand. He's found it, but Crad takes his head anyway. I mean, the pain he must be feeling right now, the frustration, the anxiety as Nickelback decides to just rush straight onto the site. And it's more of the same for Falcons. A 4v1. And Icy, his position known, at least flicks on to Boros for the first.
Stays pre-scoped though. He's heard the audio cue. Snappy jumping across is really baiting his attention. Time ticks away. It keeps him focused on donuts that Madden can pull off the rotation out through Temple. Toying with the CTs in terms of the utility. They get the smokes out towards Red Room. Oh, the Tech 9 though gets an entry, and Icy finds another one. The pistols are starting to sing. Is this how they get their 12th off the back of a big flank from Crad?
Oh, he's waiting. He's lining up the perfect shot. Pyjamas not sure where he's getting shot from right now and gets swept in. Aggression from Pyjamas. Missing the shot though. And Icy doesn't bite down. He doesn't go for that flick shot. Well-placed flashbang, but forZe has already moved in, and the counter flashes are on point. HE's now in the rush as well. Pyjamas is a dead man.
In this game for Falcons, he has been the one ruling with an iron fist at the bottom of ramp. He's got to deny them. Finds the flick onto the first. Swings the scepter as he lines them up and takes down 2. He's fighting for the strength of Falcons.
And he's winning that fight. Time and time again, Snappy goes down finally to the hands of Travis. Agonizingly close to clutching this round. To keeping themselves in with a shot, but Travis is going to neutralize Madden. And now may just cast the clutch to 1v2. What else can Snappy do?
Wolfpack bombardment, a split push towards the A site. Boros strikes first. Magist claims one as well. forZe wins inside of Palace in his 1v1. But quite quickly, the entire T-side team is being whittled away.
Sunpias
Softening them up, making it easier for them to finish off the Ts one by one. They bombard their way in. The Glock of Travis cannot deny the push. They don't have too much to work with. A single pop flash to hope for the best. They go for their swing out on middle, but it is a shut case.
is firing with the smokes. Although AMKAL haven't got across to the site, they have made up a lot of space on Tetris.
Two-player peek towards the window, but one is more than enough. boros hits the head of Krad, brings them back to a 4v4. Snappy, though, getting his hands dirty, charges through CT, and lays claim to another pickup, but it's quite quickly gotten out of hand, and it's all on boros in a 1v1. Icy.
Not really connecting anything for it, and Nickelback's not slowing down, just rushes straight through and gets his man a Snappy.
The PGL Major. To have it ripped away would be soul-crushing. And Madden, he delivers to at least buy them some time to play with. First couple of frags are found, the scout tags them up as well. And the flicks are looking good. Pijamas, maybe he doesn't need that AWP, Vince. The scout works well enough. Madden starting to play with a bit more confidence as well as he takes control towards top middle. Big shots. Two opening frags with no room for a single trade back. So the opening duels looking very good for Falcons CT side into the 6th round.
Really just trying to force one of these players on B away, and Travis catches Snappy. As he changed his attention elsewhere, boros can't make the most of it. There we go, finally gets his man, but he's gone through the bulk of his magazine. A weakened forZe finished off in the next few moments. 3 players alive for Falcons, and that's good enough. 4-2 the score, and AMKAL forced back into an eco. Meanwhile, Falcons, tons of damage up on the mid side. Spray is good from boros, and they also neutralize Travis just beforehand up on top mid. Snappy round the back, there's the aggression that we saw time after time in the previous round with the MP9 throwing caution to the wind.
To find their form into the previous map of at least. Collected a couple of opening frags early on. Pijamas swinging the scythe. As he takes a nice peek down towards mid early, gets one.
Very accomplished shadow player. Seen time after time in the past him having huge explosive rounds. And there's another one as he passes a bullet between the eyes of Travis. Spray from Nickelback was always labored, always struggling. In shadow. And with forZe on 14 and Icy not much better off at 53, there's also a flank in play again from Snappy. Into the monster of Ancient, but he has dealt with that demon.
Oh, they're about to get crunched at middle as well. Icy gets the pickup though, Vince. What's going on here?
It's a complete chaotic mess of a round, but somehow AMKAL are getting success in this one. The clarity and chaos of Icy as he picks up a second, but will be neutralized by Magisk. But the timing's not really going to afford him the luxury of playing cautiously at this stage. The shot from Pijamas may miss, but they have the backup plan of Magisk. So be careful what you wish for, Travis, because he's going to peek in a few moments, but not required. Magisk denies the bomb plant. Remember, Madden was 0 and 8, 0-7 at the start of Ancient, was struggling. No one is in that kind of position right now. Fast hit coming through onto the A side.
They've already bypassed Magist in the smoke. Krad, whilst running, hits the head. Okay, this is the Wolfpack CS that we wanted to see. This is AMKAL's bread and butter. And they're making a right meal out of this round. Falcons forced to bail out, backs off through connector, turns tail and runs. Icy at top mid, ready for it.
This could put them into an awkward buy in that last round. Icy's going to find his man and shut him down, and can trade up to the AWP as well. A little bit of respite now as they fall back into their positions. HE is good, the timing on point, nearly 40 HP done. Flash and smoke will keep Icy at bay. Of players dropping to the deck, and it's more into their coffins as Snappy snatches away the life of 2. forZe now springs into action. Icy spots himself Snappy and deals with him accordingly. Well-placed Molotov will buy up enough space and time for the post plant.
Bomb down. Icy is peeking into it, but forZe holds for the flank. Hits the head of Madden. Can he do it for Denmark in a spot like this? Drives his way out through the window. Icy's trying to shoulder peek into it. He's got an idea, a sneaking suspicion of both of the angles for these last two remaining Ts. Sprints at the first, claims forZe, but Icy keeps it going.
And he is watching the site by himself. Snappy goes aggressive, looking for information. It wasn't worth the cost of his life. But now Madden comes down. There's one kill with a 5-7. Nearly putting bullets together there for a second. And Major shutting down Nickelback, who was completely unaware to his position in the smoke on staircase. We'll see Krad and Icy completely segregated with no control of really anything. Krad has the upper hand and maybe getting the timing peak on Sunpire. Spots him and frags him.
This is where they won important rounds throughout this map already. The time is going to be so tight, 13 seconds on the clock. Icy has to instantly commit to the bomb plant and hope that he isn't swung upon. boros cannot win his 1v1. Magisk is in the same position he was in last round. Will he repeat history or will he upset and change the books this time? Peeks towards the back of the bench, damage done but no frag. Krad holds 7-5. Legacy brands like Dreamhack. Oh, it's a waking nightmare as forZe. He's Freddy Krueger on the pistol.
And now Travis goes in for one of his own, putting them down into a slumber as Nickelback tucks them into bed. And that should be the pistol going with it. Snappy with a Glock against 5. Icy will not allow him any reprieve at all. These are the kind of rounds, these are the kind of situations, Jackie, where you are looking to Zontic, you're looking to Snappy and Magisk, the veterans of this team, and defeat and upset. And so far, adjusting his angle of aggression here. The other two teams are coming in. Snappy needed that headshot. It was a difficult one to land, but they're going for the rotation, and they're not going to expect this position, surely. Icy may go for the peak, though. He's going to wide swing in and does do his due diligence. Will JL kick his PC and restart it?
Yeah.
Let's have no more of those shenanigans, ladies and gentlemen. In 15, he's going to have to watch on and his teammates to try and remedy the situation, but Madden's not going to allow them that luxury. 2 entries now in quick succession, make it 3. And Falcons bouncing back with a vengeance.
And Krad's not going to expect this. He's shift-walked his way up the whole time, gets the backstab, and that's the exit open. At this point, you might as well just run on in.
But Icy may be able to sell this one away. Nickelback had so many options, but decided to go in for Madden. Post-plant comes in, but it's 3 kills back-to-back in favor of AMKAL. Magisk, in the meanwhile, is caught between 2 separate angles, and Sunpire left alive on a measly 13 HP. Unlucky for some. And it's not looking like it's going to fare any better for him. Easy defuse in the end. So they may have anticipated he was playing on the close angle, was waiting for the molly to clear. Smoke's now down, double stack on connectors, going to yield the first frag, and it's boros to fall again alongside Snappy. AMKAL with a huge advantage into this round, and now Krad is going to witness them push through. Sunpire with 1, Nickelback caught between 2 separate players. He gets punished, and suddenly we're all even again. CT's going to get peached into, though, from Icy, and they don't have a smoke or a Molotov to deal with this one. They're out in the open, but he whiffs his spray, and Mage just punishes him.
forZe out towards the bench. Madden peeks in. Wallbang connection. Reface from Magisk. It's 2 frags, but it might be the golden hour. Sunpire, he's dawning. His 3rd frag of the round, needs the quad to close it, but he can't. Can they get any more from this? Where does the story go? Travis holding for the push. Magisk in position to strike on shore.
Oh, that's a money nade. Travis eats that. More than 50 HP, disintegrates from the high ordnance, but it's Icy that once again kicks open the round. Travis finalized by boros. The HE now converts into the kill. And it's Magisk that takes the initiative as Krad gets 1 from Tetris, and again they're stuck between 2 angles, but this time they've dealt with it. This time they've dethorned it. But Icy comes straight back again. Area, room for forZe to move into. 2v2 retake, and forZe so nearly finishes off Snappy, but that HE should be money. Somehow doesn't kill Snappy, but there's Icy to pick up the pieces. You then think about it, but Icy again with another flick through mid. Best is opposite number. Sunpire is down on the bench for the time being, but it's up to Madden to try and pick up the slack and run home with it. And that first entry is going to give them a golden ticket to the B site. Snappy spotting players, but he can't finish off Nickelback. The player advantage remains in tow for AMKAL.
The last two in Madden and Magisk, they're making their move. And IC again finds a sick shot. Snaps onto it, forZe waits. And the flick's there, denying entry and denying Falcons a way back into the game.
Rampaging their way, stampeding Falcons out of this game.
The elements battering them out of position, but the pistols are singing. SunPyjamas has been a difference maker for Falcons throughout this series, and again now in the 20th, he hammers home.
And we're able to punish Falcons for their mistakes. Maybe we're about to see the same outcome here, just in reverse. Travis holds on to his A1S. Double peek in, IC punishes. You don't want to try this guy right now.
Not running as many defaults, relying far more on just bursts, on bombardments, on site takes. The Crad, he gets the opening frag, leaving them in a 4 versus 5, and the nades are eating them alive. But Magisk, he does not want to lose the opportunity to attend the Major.
It's simply put, he gets evicted from this tournament, and that's it done. And IC again, different position, but it's the same outcome. Oh, and a second as well. The wide swing re-peak, Majors gets punished, plucked out. AMKAL with a 2-on-4 advantage.
Madden, Crad has got control of bottom ramp. He slipped into position, but Madden's looking for the face. He hits the head.
SunPyjamas hoping that they don't peek through that Molotov to deny the bomb plant. That's exactly what's happened. And Madden was in no place to help. And although he's done a lot of damage to IC, he cannot win this round. It is a done deal. And that means 3 elimination points.
forZe, he wants to wait and farm up the frags. It's a bait play and Crad takes 2. Nickelback breaks 1. But they're trading equally, blow for blow. Travis and IC up against SunPyjamas and Snappy.
And that would have probably been the round spiraling with it. A third of the time are coming up on the clock. And in comes the peak from SunPyjamas, and he locks it down. Shows that it's not a one-horse race for the best AWPer on the server. But we have seen purchases of this low stature have success in the past. IC already nullifying 1 player. Boros though is going around and taking heads left and right. And so this round will fall into a bit more sanity. It does mean that we are going the distance in this third map.
It's not as strong as they'd like, but they do have IC's ult in play. 25 kills. Breaks the smoke at middle, expects the peak. A near miss on the shot. Crad already slain.
Nickelback gets 1 though. Down to 4 HP. But he's not going to live to tell the tale. SunPyjamas is there, shuts him down in the back. The backstab comes in. The flash is good. The follow-up damage even better. Travis catching SunPyjamas. And now down to IC, who just connected a shot. 2-on-2. And Madden may have seen the barrel of the gun, but he can't punish him. But Boros can. And that leaves it all upon Travis. May get the timing, may get the element of surprise, doing a bit of damage to Madden through the boxes. But Boros is watching his back and takes his head off his shoulders. OT has arrived.
96.
Oof.
The timing on these firefights, it's down to the tiniest seconds of difference. Madden, meanwhile, wielding the AWP, walks in towards B and cracks open, slaying the AWPer of AMKAL. He's playing inside of the smoke. He dives his way out, fires off the no-scope, but it won't connect. Re-peek back round towards the bench. forZe hoping he can hold, and he will. The bomb itself, left back towards T-spawn. It can be recovered and picked up. Boros, he opens it up, masking his movement by making noise with the AK as well, but it won't work for a second frag.
Sands of time beginning to run a little bit dry. But SunPyjamas using the pillars of Sanctuary as the smoke will plume, affording him the luxury of re-peeking. This angle misses the shot, uncharacteristic. Maybe IC starting to feel the pressure just that little bit in the spray. Not there for forZe. Nickelback finalized and Falcons right back into winning ways. Just fighting, brute forcing their way through middle as well. Nothing delicate about this play. You can't argue with the results. Majors gets the opener, Krad, aggression round the corner. Fair few targets have been softened up, and Travis with 2. We said someone else needed to arrive, and he has, but Snappy and Sunpius.
forZe. And he somehow make the unthinkable happen. Snappy's running straight into his arms. It's now down to the 1v1.
It's planted on the wrong side of the site, though, for Sunpius. And forZe has a smoke, and a flash comes round the corner and shuts Sunpius down instantly. I can't imagine what's going through the minds collectively of Falcons at this stage, but they're thinking of going for a Palace push, and forZe has the angle, and he has to kill. Madden next in. Hasn't been able to finalize this frag, but does get it on the second time of asking. So important.
Equalizing the situation makes the world of difference. And Boros goes one better. Slaying from short. Oh, Travis could behead the rotation and set them up for the play. Meanwhile, at the back of B, it's on Snappy to win the round here. He lays down the law on the first. Icy is shattered in half. Nickelback breaks him. And with 15 seconds, they can plant the bomb and put themselves in a position to get 15.
Madden last man standing. In this round, gonna be checking his angles. First spray is good, and Nickelback is low. Nickelback on 43, still jumps up and gets the timing peak on Madden.
Hitting so many absolute worldies. Right now, he's looking for another head. The timing on the peak towards forZe, though, is the difference maker. As Majis catches him with the nade in his hands. Finds the pick, Nickelback replies back. The utility and AKs are singing. And Majis has to go huge. He cannot. Smited by Icy's orb. He opened up the game, and he seems to be the one that's going to close it.
Falcons' days numbered, and the prospects of this major, and Boros has been one tap down. The Falcons are eliminated.